Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, Bitcoin is trying to break towards the upside from this symmetrical triangle that we have been forming on the 4-hourly time frame. However, on the 1-hourly chart, Bitcoin did fire a shooting star candle, which of course indicates a reversal towards the downside. So if Bitcoin does continue to reverse, Bitcoin could come back down to the 27.7k level, which is of course the support of this symmetrical triangle. But in today's video, I will be discussing my break targets for this symmetrical triangle, both towards the upside and towards the downside, and I will be showing you guys what I would personally do if we did see a break either way and how I would open my trade. And guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be updating you guys whenever there is patterns like this, huge price movement or breaking crypto news. So do make sure to stay tuned and turn on that notification bell to be updated as soon as possible when we do see something emerging on the price of Bitcoin or there's something pretty crazy going on in the crypto markets. But guys, yesterday I did post a video and we did talk about this potential pattern forming and a break towards the downside to the 27.7k level, which is the flags. Actually, this is a bull flag on the daily chart. So if I switch to the daily, if you haven't been watching my videos for a while, we have been forming a bull flag on the daily chart, which could also turn into potentially a double top pattern if we continue and have a break towards the downside from here, which of course would not be good whatsoever, and it would cause Bitcoin to reverse towards the 24.4k level on the daily chart. So if I jump back into the 4-hourly chart, this pattern is actually super crucial for us, and it's super crucial that Bitcoin breaks towards the upside and not to the downside, because of course if we dump below to the downside, then my target would be the 26.6k level, which is the support of this flag. And yeah, if we break even lower than that, then we would be potentially going back to the 24.4k level for Bitcoin. And of course, that would be not so nice at all. However, if Bitcoin does decide to break towards the upside, then my target is the 28.7k range. And of course, we would have to break above the 29.1k level, which on the weekly is super important resistance, then to go into the next bullish target of $32,000. However, the way you would measure the target of these symmetrical triangles is by measuring the height of the symmetrical triangle, and then you would just put it above the break zone. So if I put it here, it would in fact give me a target of 29.3k, but just to be conservative, I would potentially have two take profit zones, one at here, which is the resistance of this channel, and the second one at 29.1k. If Bitcoin is still continuing to go towards the upside, then of course you could potentially add towards your position. But remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. Of course, this is just my own personal TA and opinions only. Always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. But if Bitcoin decides to have a break from this level here, especially going below this midway line, then I do think Bitcoin can come back down to this 26.6k level, which wouldn't be awesome at all. But again, this was perfect that Bitcoin came back down to this 27.7k, because I did mention it in yesterday's video alongside my free Telegram channel, which you can join with the link in the description below. It's completely for free, and I do share my analysis when I can't update you guys immediately with a video, so do make sure to check this out. So this was perfect because I was talking about this potential double top scenario on the 4-hourly and a reversal towards the 27.7k level here too, which Bitcoin did. But luckily this double top is at least invalidated on the 4-hourly chart because of the massive support that this midway line has. This midway line of this channel, Bitcoin did see a move back towards the upside, which is perfectly beautiful. However, another thing that I want to mention in today's video is that Bitcoin is actually seeing the Bollinger Band squeeze on the daily chart. Now, this is super critical, because when the Bollinger Bands do start to squeeze, Bitcoin or any other asset tends to have a huge price movement either towards the upside or towards the downside. And what will determine this is, of course, the two support and resistance lines over here, the flag support and resistance. So if Bitcoin decides to break from here or from the upside, do be sure that Bitcoin will see a very big price movement either towards the upside or towards the downside. But again, I did mention my targets already. So if we see a break below here, then my target is this range at the 24.4k level. If we see a break towards the upside, then for sure it's going to be at the 32k level. You can preset these orders if you want. Again, not financial advice, but this is what I've done personally already, is that I've set conditional orders for a potential long position. If we get above the 29.2K level, then I would go to the 32K level. If we break towards the downside, then of course that would be the 24.4K level. However, guys, this is what I'm personally seeing on the price of Bitcoin right now. The markets will open in 2.5 hours, so in around 2 hours and 20 minutes. So do make sure to stay tuned for what the S&P will do, because the S&P has been pumping pretty heavily. And if we continue to see a pump, then of course there is a lot of resistance at this 4,180 level, because we are forming this ascending triangle, which of course is a bullish pattern, right? And if we do see a break towards the upside from this 4,180 level, then the S&P could jump to the 4,300 level, which is the previous swing high. So what's super important for the S&P is we make a new higher high, which would take us into another bullish market, a bullish trend, which of course would be perfect for the price of Bitcoin, because it would signify the start of a new bull market. Now, the DXY has been losing a lot of value recently, and I have been talking about this in my past couple of videos, saying that the yuan will probably take over the dollar as the reserve currency. Now, if this continues to happen, right, the dollar continues to lose a lot of its value, Bitcoin would see a pump hypothetically, because we trade Bitcoin against the US dollar. So if the US dollar falls in value, then technically Bitcoin should see an increase in price, and that could be the final push for Bitcoin to take it to $32,000. But as I discussed in my past couple of videos, the dollar could be losing its reserve currency status slowly but surely to the Chinese yuan. And if this happens, the dollar will not be the reserve currency anymore and lose a drastic sum of its value, causing, of course, Bitcoin to increase its value against the US dollar, but against stuff like the Chinese yuan, then of course it would decrease in value if the yuan takes over. So personally, what I'm doing is I'm DCing into both Bitcoin and yuan. Of course, this is something that you would rarely hear from a crypto guy, but I do like to keep a diversified portfolio. I do think it's super important. So I do have a lot of yuan holdings, and I have been accumulating that over the previous year, because it was super obvious that this would potentially happen eventually. If you've read a book called The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio, this was super mind-blowing, which caused me to start DCing into the yuan as well. But guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and guys, I will see you all very soon. So take care everyone, and bye bye.